let's move on to the Lakers. Last night, the Lakers got a very decisive win, winning by 27 points last night, 126-99 over Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka Doncic poured in 30 points. This game really wasn't close after midway through the second quarter. By the way, amazing job, NBA, for having these two matchups both be on NBA TV when it should have been on a national channel when the majority of people could have watched this game. But a lot of people wondering, is this a massive statement put out by the Lakers? The Lakers are, unless they completely screw the pooch this week, are going to be the third seed, which I don't think anybody thought at the beginning of the season was going to happen. A lot of people thought this team was going to be bottom playing like they've been the last couple of years. But getting Luka Doncic, got to give love to JJ Redick. I thought he's done really, really good in this first year, and I thought this was a terrible signing to begin the year. They've been going up and down defensively. Sometimes they look great, sometimes they look good. But I might sound like a head-in. I took nothing from last night's win, and this is why. The Thunder haven't had anything to play for about 2 months, to be completely honest. They pretty much got the number one. They've got the number one seed in the West already clinched. They pretty much got the number one seed in the NBA already laid down. They're going to rest Donovan Mitchell for the rest of the week to rest that ankle up for the playoff start next weekend. So they pretty much got that all locked up. This is not really a game that they've had circled on their schedule. The Lakers needed this. The Lakers wanted to show that they can go up here and they can smack up a team on this caliber. But if you look at the shooting percentages, they were shooting like 70% from the field in the first half. They shot over 50% from three. If they're going to be shooting like that, then yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder might have a problem. But as I said on Twitter a couple days ago, like I've been saying on the show for the last couple weeks, they're going to have to rely on their shooting a lot. And I just don't think this team is going to be as effective shooting come playoff time in a 7-game series where stuff is game plan. Your biggest weaknesses are magnified, where everybody's going to be able to figure it out. What's as good as JJ Redick has been? This is his first postseason. What's he going to be like? What's his adjustments going to be like? But I do think the Lakers sent the message as in, nigga, we not scared of y'all. Which, if you got a person like LeBron James, 4 NBA championships, been more NBA finals than we can count. Luka Doncic was just in the NBA finals last year, and Luka Doncic beat the Oklahoma City Thunder last year. So I think if anything, this should be a kind of a wake-up call to the Thunder to, okay, it's time for you to get in the form before the playoffs start. Now, I don't know if the Lakers are going to play their starters on Tuesday against the Thunder in the second of the little home-and-home series because they have the first leg of a back-to-back, and they got Dallas the next night, which we know that Luka's going to want to play that one. I don't know if they're going to 100% play their starters, but if they do, I want to see how OKC is going to respond to getting smacked up and all the talking that's been said since that. But overall, I'm not pushing the panic alarm on OKC. I've still got them coming out the NBA Finals. But if anything, I do believe the Lakers probably told them, like, hey, don't be sleeping on us. But I wouldn't take anything too much from this game. Pav, what do you think about OKC really just looking flat yesterday, the Lakers performance? And do you think this means anything in the grand scheme of things, if these two meet the playoffs?
Yes, but no, but yes. I do think Oklahoma City has had some. But I think if I'm not mistaken, they've lost 2 straight games. They lost to the Rockets, I think, and they also lost to the Lakers. I think they've had some. I don't want to say alarming losses. I'm not going to say it's an alarming loss when you won what. At this point, they've won 64 games. They'll probably be a 65-win basketball team. I mean, at like a certain point in time, you just want to be healthy for the playoffs. I will say that even last year in the playoffs, and you saw it, I think, in the Lakers game, when it's like, yeah, Shea be doing Shea stuff, but the other people don't be coming along with him sometimes. Like Jalen Williams was not present. I think that's more of a, like, I'm not really worried about Shea, but I think the others are a more alarming thing than like anything that goes on with Shea. As far as the Lakers, I mean, yeah, dope victory. Like, I mean, they needed one. As far as the Warriors game, like Luka needed that game yesterday. Luka, since he has been in LA, has not been good. Let's be completely honest about this. He has not been that. I think he shot lower than 40% a lot of times. I don't know what.
I said bold take here, but you're not wrong.
Like he shot under 40% a lot of times. he don't guard nobody. So like if you're not being absolutely dynamic offensively and you don't guard anybody, what are you actually doing? So he
Getting
needed that
cardio.
literally losing weight on the court, running up and down the court trying to lose weight. If you're not literally going out there and being dynamic, if you're not guarding nobody. So I don't think it was a huge overreaction. I do think it was, again, a good victory for the Lakers. Austin Reeves has been playing incredible basketball. LeBron still being LeBron. He's doing a great job of picking his spots and turning it on when he needs to turn it on. Because now you finally have somebody else who can really handle the ball and initiate the offense. And Bron doesn't have to do it all. You also have Austin Reeves who can do kind of the same thing as well. So I don't think it was an extremely big deal. But I do think if I'm OKC, I'm worried about some of the other guys that aren't named Shea.
Bang, you said that. Oh, my bad. Toast, you go ahead.
He's gonna say like what's it called? Asian Duke Dennis too. We gotta watch out for him. He needs to step up. He looked just like Duke Dennis. I'm sorry.
He do look like Duke Dennis. But Toast, do you have any thoughts on is there any overreacting from this game?
Not really. I mean, everyone's just kind of, getting ready for the playoffs. I mean, the Warriors got slapped up by the Rockets, and you see them laughing, Draymond and Steph laughing. So they're at this point where it's just like, all right, let's get to the playoffs. But the Thunder, I did read something when they're like their record against like the team, they got losing record against the teams in the playoffs. Basically, I'm not gonna break down each one, but like they basically got a losing record against the Western playoffs. So there's a little bit of cause for alarm, but like Pappy said, they got to step up. It just can't be Shea versus everybody else. So we'll see, because when the playoffs come around, that's when you know who's real and who's not. And we know who's experiencing the playoffs and who's not. So we'll see next week or next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, Steph and Draymond were laughing yesterday. That was very funny as they held Steph to 3 points. We're going to get the Rockets in just 1 minute. But, Bang, you were saying that it could be a Lakers-Warriors Western Conference Finals on Friday. Did last night's match ring any alarm for you with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Not the fuck at all. It's the last couple of games of the NBA season. Right now, it's just a lot of conversations and shit. Like, still at the end of the day, you have to game plan for a motherfucker for at least 4 games. And in fact, we don't even know if that's going to be the matchup in the first place. The way this is going down, like you had shared the screenshot in the chat, and I'm like, man, like somebody can lose and just fall all the way out. Some can, like, it's not even set in stone, but last night did not do that. If I let a game in the last couple of games of the NBA season confuse me on what to go with a team, then a lot of people that I thought would have won the championship wouldn't have won the championship. You caught them at a good moment. I think the Lakers shot 65% for 3. That's not gonna happen that's not gonna happen in the playoffs in the 4-game series. It's not gonna happen for 4 straight games. It's not. So, and it's not gonna be a lot of games that you see Shea not go to the free throw line or go to the free throw line often. That's another thing too. So it's just good game planning towards the end of the season. But then are these teams gonna play each other in the first round? No. So you're going to have to go through game planning against this team just to hope. And then this team might have made some changes. I think a lot of people are just making too much into one game, not realizing everything else around it.
If you want to know how much soccer I've been watching, I just called that game a match. But moving on. Catch I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis, every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HNB Media and the Barber's Chair Network.